Welcome to Insider Week. My name is Max Schulz and in this video I'm going to show to you our trades from week number 37 and the corresponding results. For this week, in total, we had a loss of minus $13,580. In our COT1 strategy, we made a loss of minus approximately $9,000. By that, our drawdown now increased to approximately minus $77,000, which is equivalent to 12.5% of our account size. From our experience, we know under which market conditions such drawdowns happen. We know the strengths and the weaknesses of our strategy, and by knowing what to do to make the strategy more robust and even more profitable, we can improve our overall strategy. Our relation to drawdowns per se is twofold. Obviously, on the one side, we hate drawdowns from an emotional perspective. On the other hand side, we like such situations because it helps us to become better, stronger, and it helps us to improve even quicker and become more robust and even more profitable. So in total, our relation to drawdowns is twofold. We dislike it and we love it at the same time. From our experience with our strategies, we have the capabilities and the experience to know how to handle such situations and the current market conditions. Currently, we work on additional tools to also cover these current market conditions, to delete weaknesses for the future when such market conditions return. Now, let's have a look at our portfolio at the beginning of the week. At the beginning of the week, our portfolio consisted of two open positions. One trade that we had for a long time was the 30-year T-bonds. Here we were short by 4 contracts. The slide shows that we were in the win. However, this trade came from a rolling contract, and the contracts that we closed before were in the loss. The second trade was in New Zealand dollar, where we were long by 7 contracts, and during the week we were stopped out in both positions. We didn't make any new trades, and as a result, at the end of this week, we have an empty portfolio. Let's have a look at the trades individually. First trade in the 30-year T-bonds. Here we can see that we received 4 sell signals in a row, and the latest sell signal confirmed the previous sell signals. On the weekly chart, that looked very promising and bearish. On the daily chart, you can see that we were in a range market for a while, and in a range market, the amplitude of the price swings can increase. And by an increase in the amplitude, the probability to get stopped out is increased. In a trading membership area, we told you that there are 2 possibilities how to handle this trade. On the one side, you could try to get stopped out with a minor loss, or on the other hand side, you try to get stopped out at break-even. We also aimed for break-even, but the price never came back to the break-even point again. And although you can see a pretty high entry, you know that this order came from rolling contracts, such that our true entry level was even lower. By the decision of getting stopped out, where we've been stopped out, we realized a total loss of minus $3,500. Next market, New Zealand dollar. Here we received a buy signal in the weekly trend direction, and if you follow our channel for a while now, you know that we like those kind of signals. On the daily chart, you can see that we were triggered according to our plan and to our entry pattern. However, price decreased just after we were triggered, and it decreased further. And on this example, you can see how important it is to have a stop loss. Do you use a stop loss? If yes, write it in the comments, and if you're down there, please like this video and subscribe to our channel to not miss out on future videos. In our second COT strategy, the so-called champion strategy, we started into the week with an empty portfolio, and we closed this week with an empty portfolio as well. And during the week, we made one trade that we will have a look at now. The trade we made was in copper, and as you can see, just the day after we were triggered, we were stopped out again. Such things can happen if you use small stop-loss ranges, and it is of highest importance to be mentally robust to get into new trades after such things happen. In the champion strategy, we realized a loss of $4,620 by making this trade. This loss is acceptable because it was calculated before doing the trade. As it is according to our trading plan, there's nothing to add here. Now let's have a look at CRB index as usual. As you can see, CRB index made a new high, so nothing changes in our expectancy. We expect further increasing commodity prices such that our general expectancy is bullish. Now let's have a few more words on our drawdown experience. As you can see from this chart, both our strategies had an equity curve that was stable from May onwards. Thanks to introducing our second COT strategy that was implemented in November 2020, we were able to stabilize it. From COT1 you can see our high, namely our last all-time high in May. From that point onwards, our COT1 strategy faced decreasing equity. There's no life without drawdowns. If you as a trader did not have drawdowns yet, be prepared for the next drawdowns because they are surely coming. They are simply part of life. This is our sixth drawdown in our complete trading history, and such a situation will come to you as well. That is part of life. The diversification strategy helped us and led to a total equity curve stabilization. But for COT1, our equity decreased since May. This was 12.5% since the last all-time high. Although this number seems to be not catastrophic, it is nevertheless the largest drawdown in our history. In the past, we observed drawdowns of a maximum of 9%. So, this comes through the new market phase of constantly increasing commodity prices. It is important, if a drawdown appears, to know where it appears and where it is normal and where it is actually appearing due to new market conditions. Here we face two opportunities to take. First, a trader can decide to sit through new market situations until the next market phase appears that is profitable again. Me as a professional trader, however, I'm deciding for the second option, to adjust the strategy to the current market conditions. Of course, such a process is very sensitive, because we don't want to make the strategy itself worse for other market conditions. Of course, I have much experience and I fully understand the strategy itself. As a result, we have those adjustments at hand that make the strategy work equally well in all kinds of market conditions. And currently, we are working on exactly that. And we have the situations that will lead to more robustness and to significant profits in such market conditions. Currently, we make different tests and compare scenarios to find the best variant. And as soon as we implement it, we will show that to you in detail in our coaching program. And then we will train our coaching participants. Of course, our coaching participants have the unique opportunity at the moment to see how such a process works professionally. If you walk on the path to become a professional trader, you will come to such a point sooner or later. Now is the time that our coaching participants can learn from our process and can learn from us how the adjustment is made, what the steps are in detail, how difficult conditions are overcome, how we learn from them and how to prepare for the future. If such situations come into the future, they will know exactly what to do. That's it from our side this week. This drawdown is a chance, and I'm happy once the sixth drawdown in my career is successfully completed. We wish you all many successful trades for the next trading week, and thank you for your attention and see you again for our regular trading results video on next Sunday. And as always, be aware of the risk, because risk management is the key to success in trading. I often receive the question, Max, how do you emotionally handle drawdowns? What's your secret behind keeping emotionally relaxed? If I'm facing a drawdown, and if I feel the situation becomes a bit stressful, and I feel an inner level of discomfort, then I come to my friend here, which is also called drawdown, and then my friend and me, we have a serious conversation with each other. Yes, and that's exactly how in a drawdown I stay completely relaxed.